Okay, we're on YouTube.
Okay.
We have Steve.
Is everybody here?
Yep, looks like it. Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
Hello.
Good. Good to see you.
Is there anybody else that's going to be joining?
No,
I
I
don't
think
think
that's
so.
Okay.
that's it tonight. We don't have a lot to cover on the agenda, and Tim Sexton is already on here because we'll move right into the training once the meeting's adjourned.
Okay. Then I will call to order the Lawrence County Developmental Disabilities Board meeting, October 13th, 2020 at 6 p.m.
Ms. Baker,
Yes.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Ms. Jones,
Here.
Ms. Piles,
Here.
Mr. Thompson.
Here.
Any changes to the agenda?
Oh, ma'am.
Then we will adopt the agenda as presented. Are there any public comments, Larry?
Let me check. No, there's not.
Larry, is that something you can monitor throughout the meeting, and then if we were to get any, like bring it up at the end?
Sure.
Thank you. Did everyone get the minutes from September?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Are there any changes? Any discussion? If not, is there a motion to approve the September meeting minutes?
I'll make the motion, Debbie.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Ms. Baker,
Yes.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Ms. Jones,
Yes.
Mrs. Piles,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Okay. We need to schedule a finance committee meeting to review the 2021 budget. So that would be Steve, Lou, and myself, along with Amy and Julie.
And Debbie, if I can add, as we discussed earlier today, my contract will be expiring the end of December. So that will be added in executive session to the Finance Committee meeting.
Steve and Lou, do you have a preference of when? We need to do it in like the next 2 weeks.
Other than Monday or Wednesday evenings, I'll be available next week. Or the week after.
Lou?
I can do it on Tuesday evening, the 20th. If that's okay.
Let me check.
Julie, could we push it out could we push it out a little further than the 20th?
Sure. What about the 27th?
That would be,
Tuesday seems to be a good night for the both of you. Right?
27th would be all right.
thank you.
Okay.
It'd be very helpful for me if we could do it then.
Okay.
It would give me a bit more time.
Would 6 o'clock be good?
Yeah, well, that's fine, and we can do it Zoom.
Okay. Okay, finance and expenses.
Yes, ma'am. General fund revenues still exceed expenses, by $2,659,000. With the sale of the building, we've received 124, almost 125% of our budgeted revenues through September. Expenses are still holding below projections, which is great. We did receive another CARES Act reimbursement for salaries, Medicare, and PERS for 2 employees that had COVID hours during the shutdown. And I listed the payroll periods for you. We received $761 and a penny. And my understanding from Chris Klein at the auditor's office is we will not be receiving any more funds for salary and benefits unless we're on shutdown again. So even though we may have employees who from time to time have to quarantine or who possibly have COVID, it will only be reimbursed if there's a shutdown, is my understanding. Or let me rephrase that. He said we wouldn't be receiving any at this time. And I took that to mean unless there was another shutdown. And they're working during that time. We are receiving $58,861 from the governor's emergency education relief. You may hear it called the GEER Fund or GEER. We're very excited about that. The claims are allowable for expenditures back to March of 2020 and forward quite a bit of time, over a year. I believe Julie and Kendra, Jeff, and I will be meeting tomorrow to discuss a budget for those funds. We have much more leniency than we did on the CARES Act funds, the $14,000 that we received in the CARES Act. We can do such things as hotspots for our students in case we have to go virtual again. I know that was an issue before as to how some of our students would handle that without internet. So those are some exciting possibilities that we have in which to use the funds. We don't have any other HR issues. Are there any questions that I might could answer?
I don't have any.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the September financial report?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Mrs. Baker,
Yes.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Miss Jones,
Yes.
Mrs. Piles,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson,
Yes.
Superintendent report.
I have a couple of updates to go along with my written report. First one is we should be submitting application packets to the commissioner's office for the first board member opening that we had when Mr. Utzinger resigned. There was a couple little glitches that we had to work through, so that's why there's been a delay, but we should be getting those submitted to the commissioner's office so they can make an appointment. So we're hoping maybe by the next meeting, we might have someone in place. And that, again, would be to fill Mr. Utzinger's spot. As far as Mrs. Cahouse's spot, the ad has been put in the paper, and we will be collecting applications for that position. But both of them are a little different. One meets the requirement of a parent or immediate family member of a child eligible for our services, and the other one for an adult eligible for our services. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. We are working on that. And we did receive several applications of interest for Mr. Utzinger's spot. So that's good news. So there should be several individuals for the commissioners to choose from. I also wanted to bring up the South Appreciation Day. As I said in my report, we're having to do things differently this year, but nonetheless, we want to thank our staff for all that they've done this year. So we will be having a staff appreciation day on the 13th of November, and we're going to have boxed lunches brought here. And the staff can either eat them over at the school building or at the SSA office if they're there, or they can come and pick them up. And we will also be giving folks their pins, service pins, if they're eligible. What I wanted to ask the board is if you were interested in still doing a gift card like you have done the last 2 years, the admin team, we're going to go ahead and do the gift basket drawing. All of us put together a gift basket and then we draw and present those to staff. And I was wanting just to throw that out there if you want to talk about it. And get back with me later, that's fine. But I just wanted to throw that out there. And I think that is it for right now.
Okay. What do you think about the gift cards, guys?
I'm for it if everybody else is.
It's fine
I'm
with me.
fine with it.
$25?
Yes.
Okay. And just to let you know, what we sent to Aaron K. Hall, it's $13 a piece.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you were doing gift cards and paying for that, that's $38.
Okey doke.
And I guess I'll see you when I see you.
Could we drop it off at the office?
Yes, yes, you can drop things off at the office if you'd like to do that. No problem.
Otherwise, it might be a long time before you get the
Yes,
money.
exactly.
Okay, so I will get the gift cards and then you can just drop the money off at the office. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I would.
That's fine.
I'll do that. I don't know about anybody else.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Okay, moving on. Old business. The final board training, MUIs.
Yes, and this training, along with the training that Rick Black did last time, are both recorded. So I know
So I can
Steve-
come in then. I'll be able to come in there and
Yeah.
see it. Okay.
Yes. And that's all I had under old business.
Okay, new business. Delegate Assembly Representative.
Yes, normally that's in person in December at the OACB convention. Steve Thompson has represented us the last couple of years. This year, of course, the convention will be done virtually, and the delegate assembly will be held on December the 2nd, which is a Wednesday at 6 o'clock via Zoom. And the board will need to nominate someone or assign someone to that duty. And then whoever does it, I will be there as well, and we'll be receiving a link, and we will just join by a link. But it shouldn't be too long because there hasn't been any resolutions brought forward for that meeting. So the deadline's passed, so I don't think it'll be too long.
Does Steve want to do that again, Julie?
Well, I would, but I have one little catch is my daughter just defended her doctorate, and sometime in that first or second week is going to be the graduation if they have it. So I've got to leave that open, and it'll be in Tampa because she got her PhD from University of South Florida.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
We got to watch it. Kathy and I actually got to go on Zoom, and we silenced and we blocked her picture out. But we watched her hour and 45-minute presentation and then her defense of her thesis. And I think I was more nervous than what she was. She blew them away. I mean, you know,
Good.
they asked a question. She was right. She didn't have to think. It just came out. And to give you one example, there was a phone call that she forgot to put her phone off the hook. And as she was giving her answer, she reached over, lifted the phone, put it down, and never stopped. It would have that would have done me in. So, but yeah, we're real pleased.
Awesome. So who else might be interested?
If it wasn't for that, I would, but I just can't commit right now.
What was the date again?
December 2nd at 6 o'clock, and that's a Wednesday evening.
I mean, if nobody else,
Larry looks like he's really interested.
Larry can do it. I was going to say, if nobody else wants to, not that I really want to, but I could.
Okay.
Since it's after work hours, I could swing that if I need to. But I'm not going to be offended if somebody else would rather do it.
Well, I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday and I have to switch days with Dave. So I'll be with Diane that night. Plus my daughter's supposed to be in town that week right after Thanksgiving, that week right in there.
Is it all by Zoom, Debbie?
It's all Zoom.
It's all by Zoom?
Yes, it's by Zoom is what Julie said. I really don't want to do it.
Well,
So I guess Alicia will be nominated.
okay.
Will I get something emailed so I won't forget?
Yes.
Okay. I'm getting old, you know.
Oh, me too.
If it falls through with her, I'll do it, Julie.
Okay. Yeah, we're supposed to have an alternate, a delegate and an alternate.
Okay.
Lou, do you want to do it instead of Alicia?
No, like I said, if something
Can't do
happens,
it,
she
so.
can't do it, I'll do it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, we need a motion to nominate Alicia as the delegate assembly representative and Lou as alternate to attend the OACB conference delegate assembly as our representative.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Ms. Baker,
I can't vote for that, can I?
can you vote for it?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay. Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Ms. Jones,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
I think though that we have to have 4 people, and I think they could be voting for the other. Like Lou could vote for Alicia.
Okay.
So I would.
I'll make a Lou then.
I'll vote for Alicia.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Well, this one was a quick one. The next regular board meeting will be November 10th, 2020 at 6 p.m. Do we know right now if it's going to be a Zoom or probably will be a Zoom?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, my recommendation would be, because we're back on red as a county. I mean, that's just my thought, but it's up to you all. I'll do whatever you want.
Well, if you all met in person, I would still have to be on Zoom because I don't.
I'm ready. I'm
All
ready.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, these are neat. We ordered, Kendra ordered some of these off of Amazon. So they're so easy to put on. They're just like a pair of glasses.
Uh-huh.
So, but anyway.
Do students wear those?
We have some of those for students, but these we got off of Amazon because they are so much easier for staff to put on, because a lot of our staff are wearing, they have to wear masks and this.
Uh-huh.
And we wanted something a little easier for the staff. And then we also
Okay.
got a huge shipment of those KN95s,
Oh,
Wow.
like 500 of them for free. And we're letting the students use those because they're made a little bit smaller, but they also come out, so they don't come right on, they don't sit on your mouth or your nose, so they protrude outward. And this is what they look like.
Yeah.
that's probably a lot better.
Yeah. So we sent those to the school because I thought the students, it would probably be a lot easier for them to wear these. So we got those for the students, and so far so good with everything with the school. So we're pleased, and transportation is going really well with the districts.
Good.
So we Kendra and I were at a superintendent meeting on Friday, and we discussed a lot of things with COVID, and the general consensus of the superintendents is that they feel that the students are really safer in school because when they're out and they're out running around, what they have found through contact tracing at one of the schools is that none of the students became infected at school. It was outside of school events.
Wow.
And so, because we went to red, and so we were all discussing the plan. I know South Point has a different plan, so they're only going 2 days a week, but the rest of the county is continuing to go 5 days.
Mhm.
But we really invested that CARES Act funding, into a lot of different safety items at the school. I mean, we got the lights in the vent now, so that when the air circulates, it kills the ultraviolet lighting kills germs and bacteria. And we've invested the money the best that we know how to keep people safe. So far so good, and we're working with the health department, and we have to report if we have any cases, but so far we haven't. So we'll keep doing what we're doing.
Our teachers
Okay.
are happier, Julie?
I think so. Yes,
Good.
I think so.
Good.
It's been, we have about 12 students that their parents didn't want them to come back. But the ones that are back right now, it seems to be going well, and we haven't had any cases. And we're being very diligent in following all the safety protocols and safeguards that we have in place, and environmental safety items. We make sure that all those are in place. So
That's great. That's great.
Okay. I guess we need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the
I'll make
motion.
the motion.
Lou and Alicia. Alicia, did you second?
Yep.
Okay. And the time is 6:23.
all right.
Right.
Was there any comments, Larry?
No, there's not.
Okay. And we don't need to be on YouTube for the training,
Right.
but you're going to record it.
Yeah, I'm recording this though. Yeah.
Okay. So the meeting's
Julie,
adjourned.
I'm going to have to leave, so I will
Okay.
pick it up at your place.
Okay.
All right.
Let
See
us
y'all
know
later.
when. See you.
Uh,
Bye,
Bye.
Steve.
Okay. Is Tim on here?